Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. Now, if you're new to the channel, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. This is the show where you guys send in your messiest, toxic, most out-of-pocket predicaments, and I attempt to break them down, giving my honest and unbiased feedback. Now listen, I'm a comedian, not a therapist, so ain't no guarantee I'll be able to help fix your life, but I can provide laughter along the way and call it like I see it. So without any further ado, let's get into the episode. Somebody sent me a video of my wife on a yacht twerking on another dude. Yo, bro, so tell me if I'm the asshole or not. I'm at home scrolling Instagram and I get a DM from my boy. It's a video with no context and it's some girls dancing on a boat. What's their Instagram? No, it's for market research purposes and whatnot. So I'm watching and they all look very beautiful. Yo, my man, I ain't get that Instagram yet. You send it? And then the camera pans and I see my wife twerking all on some dude and his boy is pouring liquor in her mouth. Nah, wifey on a yacht gyrating on another gentleman while she's getting alcohol down her esophagus. Nasty work. My jaw hit the floor, and I'm sure later that day her drawers hit the floor. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The video was from someone's close friend's story, and I'm sure my wife didn't expect me to ever see that. Yeah, you're probably right about that. Now, my wife dancing on another dude like that is totally unacceptable, but that's not the worst part. If that ain't the worst part, I'm not sure I really want to know what is. The worst part is she told me she was flying back home for a few days to help her mother out who just got discharged from the hospital. Like this video if you think the wife is full of shit. So now my blood is boiling and I'm ready to snap. After I calm myself down, I put all her clothes and shoes in a trash bag and go donate them to the Goodwill, but I recorded myself doing it. Sounds like something a broad would do, but he without sin cast the first stone, or whatever Nelson Mandela said. Then I sent her the video of her on the boat and her reply was, "Who sent you that?" Yeah, see, that would have had me vexed, as if the person who sent it was the guilty party. I then sent her the video of me getting rid of all her stuff, and she kept trying to FaceTime me, but I ignored it, and when she got home, I filed for divorce. Stay alert, stay alive. She said she didn't cheat, she only lied because she knew I wouldn't say yes to the girls' trip if she asked. Maybe it's because he knew you was a certified bop and can't be trusted. Her mom actually was in the hospital too, which made the lie believable. Is divorce too much, Mike? Everyone said I'm overreacting. Is you filing for divorce overreacting? Absolutely not. If I'm scrolling the gram and my boys send me a flick, I hit play and I see joints on the yacht twerking, Pretty Ricky's Grind on Me playing in the background, that's the soundtrack to the festivities, the camera pans, and I see the woman I told for better or worse, sickness and health till death do us part, throwing it back on homie cuz while his mans is just drowning her throat with the 1942 negative, chief. I'm right down the courthouse on Monday with the legal pad. Now, let me get up out of here. This is bugging out. Talking about I didn't cheat on you. I only lied because you would have said no if I'd have asked you to go on the girls' trip. That's because look how you behave when you're by yourself. The moment my eyes ain't on you, you're back there fornicating with the foreigners. You know what I'm saying? You probably in Dubai getting the feces dumped on the upper torso for a couple dollars. That's nasty work. That's exactly why I say you couldn't go on the trip. So you didn't spun me, told me, yeah, mom's is back at the crib. She trying to recover, light stroke, you know what I'm saying? She need me. None of her other children want to pull up. I'm going to go spend about 4 or 5 days with her, help her out around the house. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, tell your mom I said hello. Hope she get better. You're supposed to be somewhere in a small town in Tennessee, population 9,000. Instead, you on an island somewhere, salt water splashing up on your feet, while some random dudes is just taking a turn, spinning you around, grinding on your body parts, smacking your cheeks for the 4K. You're bugging out, and your friend's super diabolical. Because I'm telling you right now, if I'm out with my boys and I'm doing something I know I ain't supposed to be doing, the moment homie pull out the camera and start, yeah, we in the bang, I'm decking him. 2 black guys taking the camera and dismantling it. You're not about to have me on the close friends grinding on joints while my shorty back home watching like, oh, ain't this about, nah. This is a stealth mission. Me, you, and the boys came down here to passport bro it up and get back home on safe. Now you want to pull out the phone and start recording the evidence so we can get indicted by the ladies. Nah. So your friend's super bugging before you even do that. But the lack of respect you got for your man is present because she didn't pull out the camera and you didn't probably turn back. Yeah, it was all making them ghetto sound effects while you was twerking it back and she filming you. You didn't have a care in the world. And then when he said he sent you the video, that's not when you decided to FaceTime and to apologize or plead your case. He sends you the video. You like, yo, how you get that? That's crazy. That lets me know that you're mad that the evidence got leaked. Then when you seen him taking them Dior slides and all that to the Goodwill, dropping him off for the free 99. Then you want to be hitting his jack, blowing him up on a FaceTime. Pick up right now. Pick up right now. Nah. The Dolce & Gabbana garments is in the garbage bag and they off to the donation site. You're burnt out. So take that one on the chin. So nah, people telling you overreacting, it ain't the singular act that got you wanting a divorce. So I'm telling you right now, if you marry somebody you love them and they do something that you don't like or something that might be crossing the line a little bit, depending on the length of y'all marriage or how long y'all been together or how much y'all have invested in each other, it ain't just that easy to be like, oh, I'm leaving you. So the fact that you saw that, not even her doing nothing, just the fact that she clearly lied to you, you saw her acting inappropriately, and your first move was, I'm donating her stuff and I'm getting a divorce. Lets me know she didn't already cry. She's a habitual line stepper like my man Charlie Murphy said. She been doing this for a while now. This was the straw that broke the camel's back. He was like, nah, enough is enough. You're up out of there. So I already know you don't trust her. That's why you said no to the trip. She already probably was doing other stuff, and this was just your breaking point, so now you filed for the divorce. And the people saying you overacting probably have no clue that you've been protecting her and probably protecting yourself from the stuff that she's been doing prior that they don't know about. They're like, oh, bro, she wasn't cheating. She was just dancing, having a good time, and maybe wanting, nah, shut up. Let me dance on your broad and you take her back. Don't tell me what to do. So yeah, you did the right thing. You put your foot down, you filed for a divorce. Now go find you somebody who's going to appreciate, love, and cherish you much more than she did. That's my advice to you. Stay alert, stay alive. It's men like this why women thought they needed the T app. Mike, me and this guy been flirting and inboxing each other on Facebook for a few months now. Ain't nothing like a good heart eye emoji on a story post to get the juices flowing. Yeah. He's never actually tried to talk to me seriously or even ask me for my number. Alexa, play Window Shopper by 50 Cent. He just compliments me and sends me memes here and there. So one night he messaged me and was telling me how he wished he had a girl like me, etc., etc. Shooter, shoot. My man been dribbling the ball so long, he about to get a shot clock violation. It sounded like he had been drinking because he was way more open and honest than he had been before. Nah, son then backed out the 4-pack of the Long Island iced tea Cutwaters and start getting active in her inbox. So I said, well, what's stopping you from asking me out then? And I guess that was enough of a sign to ask me for my number, so I gave it to him. He said him and his boys was going out, so he'll text me later. I said, okay, cool. A few hours later, I see an inbox from him. I open it, and it's a picture of his piece. Hey, yo, time out, technical foul. Ain't no way he thought the late night meat mail was going to be a go. Nasty work. And the message said, someone's thinking about you. I was appalled. What the hell would ever make him think that was okay? The alcohol, that's who. So I cussed him out, and he tried apologizing and said he was way too drunk. Like this video if you think he's full of shit. So I screenshot the message and blurred out the nudity, and I posted it and tagged him on Facebook, exposing him for what he did. Had that man's meat on the timeline like a Costco coupon. Turns out he's in a relationship and has a newborn baby with the girl. Well, that explains why he never asked you out before. So she left him, and now he's threatening me saying I ruined his life. Nah, he ruined his own life. And here I thought only women dodged accountability. Maybe he should have thought about that before he exposed himself to me. Should I have handled this better, or was that what he deserved? Nah, honestly, I think you handled it the way you wanted to handle it, and I can't knock you for that because every action got a reaction. His choice had a consequence whether he likes it or not. Should have thought about that before he decided to send the unsolicited meat mail through the Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I don't even know why he would do that. Even back in the day when nobody really knew me and I was just a regular Joe in the neighborhood, I still wasn't just sending the whammy without the vibes. The vibes had to be checked, like, oh, I think she on it, you know what I'm saying? Little correspondence letting me know she's with it. Boom, meet, you know what I'm saying? I was sending that joint out like a party flyer because it was wanted, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, oh, let me just take a wild guess. Nah, I was making sure shorties wanted the joint. Now that I got way too much to lose, I'm making shorties spell it out for me. Yeah, so let me see something. Nah. So what you saying is you want me to send you a picture via text, email, Instagram, whatever, of the hammer so you can look at it. Yes, why you talking like the feds? Nah, I'm just trying to make sure we on the same track. Okay, I'll send it, boom. Then I screenshot that for the alibi. I need the evidence in case you want to go back and tell a little fib later on down the line. Nah, you see that? Because it actually happened to me in 2010. I'm working with a joint. She flirting with me, I'm flirting back. We take the message in the Facebook. Long story short, she asked me for a picture of the hammer. I said, let me see a picture of the memories. She's like, bet. She sent her picture. I don't even trust her. So I Google same complexion meets as mine, pause, and I send her a stock image. She like, oh yeah, I like this. I'm like, hey, good, because that ain't mine. Things don't work out between us. End up having to talk crazy to her at the job site. I'm off one day. She decides to file the sexual harassment complaint saying I sent the whammy without permission. They call me down to the big boss office. They about to give me the walking papers. They're like, yeah, you down here. So-and-so said you did this, yada, yada. I said, nah, I pulled out the evidence. Had the receipts. Look at them transcripts. See, she sent something first and she asked for it. Yeah, dude was like, oh, you safe. Don't worry about it. Shorty, you're fired. We're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? She tried to me too me, but I had the receipts. So I'm definitely not doing that now. I don't know what's wrong with him or why he decided to do it. Maybe he had a couple cut waters in the blood and was like, yeah, guess what? Hammer time. Sent it. I don't know what's wrong with him. You know what I mean? You kept saying, well, what's stopping you from asking me out? Wifey at the crib with the newborn. You know what I'm saying? That's why he ain't been asking for the number. I'm going to tell you this right now. Anytime I've been in a situation where there was something in my way from actively pursuing a woman who I really liked, like someone that I could really take seriously, whether it was finances, a car, a job, a relationship, whatever it was, when I had something in front of me, I would just flirt all the time, but never take the next step because I knew that this thing, this roadblock in front of me was going to stop me, prevent me from actually, getting something that blossomed into a relationship. So the fact that he's keep flirting with you but not saying nothing to you, yeah, it's because he got something in the way. And the only reason he asked you that time is because you called him out on it. So then he get the number, but he still don't text you, he inbox you because he's feeling himself. He drunk, you posted, wifey see it, leave him, he threatening you. Call your uncle to beat cuz ass. Yo, homie cuz is talking crazy, da-da-da. Because for one, if my daughter called me and was like, yo, some dude sent me a picture of the hammer, I ain't asked for it, nothing, da-da-da, she shows me the messages, I'm like, yo, block him right now, whatever. But then the moment he started talking crazy, yeah, I'm gonna beat you up. Now I'm putting son in the ER. Cause you ain't gonna sexually assault my kid via the Wi-Fi sending a whammy and then be threatening her with the physical harm. Now I'm gonna do you like that now. You crazy? So get a male member in your family to do something nasty to him. And so what if he got his relationship is ruined? He did that, not you. You don't deserve to be treated like that or subjected to stuff like that. So if he didn't do the right thing, I'm on your side. That's what he gets. Stay alert, stay alive. I cheated on my husband and his response was something I did not expect. So Mike, don't judge me, but I cheated on my husband. I can tell you right now, the judging has already started, but not with another man. It was my girlfriend who I'm really close with. She was one of the bridesmaids in my wedding. Okay, back to not judging. But what's her Instagram though? No. It's for market research purposes and whatnot. I've always been curious about women, but never explored that option. So one night we were out of town celebrating our friend's 40th birthday. 40th? Okay, yeah, never mind on the Instagram. I'm good. And while we were there, her and I had one too many drinks and one thing led to another and we started making out and ended up sleeping together. Nah, y'all didn't drown the gallon of Taylor Port and start doing crisscross applesauce with the box. Yeah, definitely here for it. I felt shame the next day but couldn't ignore how good it made me feel. So her and I continued to have this affair for a few months until my conscience started to bother me and I confessed to my husband. Now, why in the world would you want to ruin such a good thing? I was expecting him to be furious and want a divorce. You clearly don't know men if you thought that. But instead, his response was, you should have been said something, we could have done this together. Now I'm pissed off because why would he want to sleep with my friend? Well, why wouldn't he? It made me wonder if he always looked at her like that or had a thing for her. I know it might sound selfish, but if I'm going to do that, I want the woman to myself, not a threesome. Like this video if you think she's selfish as shit. It's hard to explain, Mike, but I don't want my food touching each other. I like those things to stay separate. Am I wrong for being mad at my husband? And what should I do about this feeling I have for other women? First and foremost, you comparing having a threesome to your food touching on a plate, let me know you already on some freak type time, you know what I'm saying? Y'all probably got crazy toys, wild flavored lube, all type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't want the yams and the mac touching, just like I don't want her yams and my man's rod touching. We separating them. I need this individually. That's crazy. You definitely selfish. But you mad at your husband because he wasn't furious and wanted to divorce you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know any men personally that would have heard what happened and said, nah, I want to divorce, you're cheating on me. Every dude I know personally would have been like, yo, bring Shorty over, bring Carol over, bring Keisha over. Let's get this thing smacking. Let's consummate this little sister wife action and I can back out on both y'all. You know what I'm saying? Babe, this is amazing. I'll even let you pick the shorties, whoever you want, I want. Because I trust you. You're going to pick a beautiful woman. So whoever you bring back, I'm cool with it. Let's go. That's every dude I know would have said that. I don't know no dude that would have felt some type of way like, yo, and I could be wrong. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's men out there that probably have like, oh, I don't like that. I want my wife to myself. That's cool and all. But if my wife want to dibble and dabble with the vajayjay, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. Let me just be a part of it. Now, what I will say, and maybe this is what you mean, I could be, you know what I mean? I could be mixing it up, is that maybe you thought because you weren't including him and you were doing it on a sneak, that then he would have been furious. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm married, wifey come to me like, yo, I'm in the girls. I'm like, yeah, let's go. And she's like, nah, slow down. I'm like, oh, what's popping? You ain't trying to hit the, you know what I mean? She's like, nah. I'm with you, we married, we gonna do our thing. But every once in a while, I'm gonna separately do my thing over there that you ain't gotta be involved with. Then I might have a problem because now I feel like you cutting me out of the fun time. Now you getting both of your fixes while I only get to have you. Then that becomes a problem like, no. While you go do that, let me go beat another shorty. Because I'm not gonna go beat another dude. That's crazy. And if you thought that, time out, technical foul, get off the video. You know what I'm saying? Don't even like this video, just bounce. But yeah, if you think you're gonna go do that like a free hall pass and I can't be a part of it, then yeah, nah, I need my piece too. Because you don't get to have two different options while I only get to have one. That's not gonna work. So maybe if you meant that and thought that's why he should be mad, yeah, I understand that, totally. But if you thought he was just gonna be mad because you were doing it and want a divorce or whatever, you must not know men. Because every man probably watching this video is like, ooh, yeah, she did what? Ooh, yeah, you taped it, let me see. We're just freaks like that, you know what I'm saying? That's just the inner child in us. We like that kind of stuff. So the end question you said was, are you wrong for being mad at your husband? Absolutely. You're mad because he wasn't mad about what you did, and then he might be looking at your friend. Let me tell you something. I don't know what your friend looked like. Matter of fact, what's her Instagram? Nah, for market research and whatnot. I don't know what your friend looked like, right? But I guarantee you could have substituted this friend, Carol, Kelly, Teresa, whoever, and put any female name in there that you hang with, and he still would have been like, let's do it. She could have been a little overweight. She could be skinny. She could be flat-chested, big-chested, no butt, big butt, whatever. Any one of your friends that you would have inserted into that hypothetical scenario, and he would have said, let's go. Because it's a threesome. It don't even really have nothing to do with her. He just wants two at one time. You know what I'm saying? He want two patties on one bun. Smash burger and smash your buns. You know what I'm saying? That's what he wants. So no, he wasn't secretly. You think out of all your friends, that's the one that he been wanting and you just happen to like her too? No. It could have been any one of your friends, he would have done that. So, hey, he didn't do anything wrong. Let's start there. You're mad at him. Yeah, you're wrong for being mad at him. Absolutely. I mean, let me say, no, I can't say you're wrong. You're allowed to feel how you feel. But I will say you being mad at him isn't justified. It's not warranted. I'll say that. Because you're allowed to feel how you feel. Now, what do you do about liking other women? Here's my suggestion. You have an open and honest conversation with your husband. You explain to him how it makes you feel, what you like about it, what you don't, whatever. If you can't stomach the fact that he wants to be a part of that, and you just want to do it on your own time, then be prepared for him to say, I'm walking away from this, or I don't approve of that. Because that is selfish and that is unfair. You know what I'm saying? But having a conversation is where you start at. You tell him how you feel. Now, if you tell him how you feel, you say, yo, listen, I don't want to have a threesome. Like, I'm not into that. Like, I like this. I love you. We got a family, all that. But every once in a while, I want to kind of do that. It's a different thing. And just her and I together fulfills a different void. And if he says, you know what? Cool. Don't tell me about it. Just do it. I mean, you ain't got to sneak or lie, but I don't want you coming home like, oh my God, Kelly did this thing today. I don't want to hear about that. You know what I'm saying? Just talk to him because he's going to be way more open and understanding than if you went to him. If he went to you and was like, yo, I want to just smash this shorty over here without you being a part of it. That ain't going to go over. You know what I'm saying? So my advice to you is just be open and honest, talk to him, tell him how you feel, and you guys come to an agreement. But you have to realize that he may be willing to walk away if you don't want to include him in that. And that's just what it is. So you got to make a decision. Is that worth your marriage? I mean, figure it out. But that's my advice to you. I hope it all works out. Stay alert, stay alive. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode of Advice with Mike. I'm your host, comedian Mike Murphy. I hope you guys enjoyed me as much as I enjoyed you. And if so, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Like this video. Matter of fact, Leave me a comment, let me know what advice you would have gave them. And who knows, maybe you got your own toxic tale to tell about a shady friend or an entanglement you need help untangling. If so, feel free to drop me a letter at the email provided below, and I'll make sure to read it in the future segment of Advice with Mike. Now, with that being said, our time together has come to an end. But just remember, stay alert, stay alive.